What's going on, guys? Ben here, and today we're doing another video on the finals, and we're going to go through basically your light, medium and heavy builds and basically what those all mean. So essentially you can have multiple different kind of classes. You can have 6 in total. By default you've got a light, medium, heavy, but you can like change these all around and stuff like that. You can remove them and build them out as you want. And basically they give a little spiel here, you know, healing and scanning and support for medium, stealth and evasion and hit and run tactics for the light, and then the heavy is the demolition, fortification. They're low movement speed, but they've got a bit more health, whereas, you know, like I said, the light ones, they're dying pretty quickly. And basically if we just go into let's like edit a build here, and let's look at the overall kind of things we can buy. So we'll start on the medium class first. This is probably what most people are going to jump into by default. And you'll start with the healing beam, which I actually quite like. This means that you can, when you're close enough, you kind of shoot a little blue beam and you hold it on there. You press it by activating Q by default on PC, and then you just hold left click and you kind of shoot your teammate and just hold that beam there, and that will regenerate their health. And it does it quite quickly. The range isn't too bad on it, but you can't heal yourself with this. So you kind of, you're just outputting heal. You can't like use it on yourself or anything like that. Obviously by staying out of damage for a little bit, your health will regen as well, but yeah, in those kind of tough pinch moments, you can't really heal yourself on that side of things. The other two abilities, or specializations as they call them here, one is a guardian turret, so you deploy an AI controlled assault rifle, and the other is recon sensors. I've seen some people use this. Basically just creates like a little sonar of sorts that means you can kind of see people through walls and everything like that. Further away they are, the weaker the strength of it and everything like that. The medium can have 6 weapons. Again, by default, you'll start with the AKM and the revolver, but you can then get the shotgun. I've seen some people having some good times with this. The FCAR, which on the surface, the overview of it, it's kind of, it says it's got a similar damage output to the AKM, but it has more range but a lower fire rate. So, and obviously a smaller mag size as well. I think the reload speed is, yeah, it's 2 instead of 2.3. So yeah, in my opinion, I haven't tried the FCAR yet, need to give that a go. And then obviously you've got the lever action shotgun. I saw someone in previous match using that. Seemed really cool to use as well. But yeah, and then obviously there's the riot shield. I haven't seen anyone using a riot shield yet. But yeah, quite interesting as well, and obviously gives the medium build the option for melee, because you'll see when we look at light and heavy, this is the only real option for medium to have a melee build. In terms of gadgets, a lot of these are similar across the classes. We've got various different mines and some grenades and things like that. We do have a tracking dart, the zip line, and we have the APS turret, which is basically a trophy system from other types of games. We've got the pyro grenade, and obviously the goo grenades, the kind of creates those little white kind of temporary walls. Great for like blocking yourself in places and holding out while you're trying to cash out and everything like that. And you've got the jump pad, which is really good to get up. I have been finding I've kind of been leaning away from the jump pad a little bit more, because it's so easy. There's so many ways with like the cables and everything to get up and out of places and stuff like that. But this is quite cool in a pinch. You can see some people using really cool plays of this for like in combat and stuff. You can kind of get an aerial advantage very quickly, and it's very quick to deploy as well. Defibs, these are quite useful. They basically just mean that they speed up the revive. So when the little statue of the dead teammate is there, instead of just having to hold and hold and hold and hold for it to for them to be revived, this speeds it up significantly. And basically yeah, you just got to get on there and boom, they're up. So very, very cool to have if you're going for like a kind of heal build. Now if we go to the light version first, their abilities, they have grappling hook, which basically lets them just get around very quickly and mainly used to, you know, navigate the map and get out of tight spots. We've got cloaking device, which makes them hard to see when moving but invisible when they stand still. I actually haven't had this yet. I was expecting you would see a lot of people just sitting around the cash out machine, just invisible, just waiting, but I guess like people are twitchy and stuff like that, so they don't stand still maybe. And then you got the evasive dash, which basically just lets them close distance very quickly. And their guns are a lot more based on their playstyle, which is getting closer. So you got the SMGs, the M11, and the XP54. This is meant to be really good, the XP54. We got some pistols. We got the LH1, which is kind of like a kind of carbine semi-automatic rifle. We got a sniper and like the mini shotgun, and then you got the swords, throwing knives, and the dagger as well. So very, very cool in terms of they have some, like, the sword can do a lunging attack, dagger does a backstab, and the throwing knives can be thrown in pairs as well. So very cool there to just like maximize your damage. And again, they have some of the grenades. These stay the same from medium. We get a breach charge, and then we also get the I think the motion sensor. We get sonar on medium, don't we? Yeah, we get sonar grenade on medium. And here we get a motion sensor, so you can stick it to the wall, and it kind of acts like the medium ability, the recon sensors, but in an item. It's deployable, so it's quite cool. Thermal vision, vanishing bombs, so some cool kind of, again, based around their evasion style. And then when we look at heavy, heavy has charge and slam by default. I've seen that they just run through the wall. Be careful, because if there's a gap on the other side of the wall and there's no you just walk off the map, you will fall and die to your death. I saw a teammate do that in another match. So yeah, very cool though, just to break the wall, and like I said, damages opponents as well. They also can have the ability for a goo gun, which is basically the goo grenade, but more goo. And then they've got the mesh shield, which basically just pops up a little shield in front of them, and that works for your teammates as well. And you can all shoot through it, but you can't get hit, but getting shot back through it, which is cool. Obviously, as we'd expect, their weapons are going to be heavy. So they've got the M60 by default, which is the LMG. I've seen a load of people just running around with a sledgehammer, though. There's just loads of people just running around with sledgehammer. I've not seen anyone really use the flamethrower yet, but that's very interesting. We've got the Lewis gun, which is another LMG. I think in terms of this one, well, we got 47 mag, 3.5 reload, and the fire rate. Damage isn't too bad compared to the M60, which has got 70 mag, similar reload speed. So yeah, not too sure. This might just be down to preference in terms of what you're feeling there. Obviously, grenade launcher. This game is great for those kind of RPGs, grenade launcher kind of things, where just destroying the tight spots and getting to the objective easier as well, and also maybe getting some collateral like damage with kills and stuff like that too. And then we've got the auto shotgun, basically, which yeah, is looks very cool and very lethal. Look at that damage, but look at that range. So yeah, something to bear in mind there. They obviously come with the barricade, which I've seen put up quite a lot. This is actually quite hard if you put this right up in a doorway. It's actually quite hard to vault over it. However, if it's in like the middle of a room or something, you can vault over that. Yeah, so normally I see people putting it up in front of a doorway to like guard an objective. Again, they got the grenades as well, but they also now have an RPG. They have C4, and they have the dome shield, which creates a semi-transparent bubble, and it just gives you basically just protection for a little bit. It doesn't last a hell of a long time though. And then you got explosive mines and pyro mines, and we got a gas grenade too. So basically, it's mainly down to your play style. I'm at the moment really liking the medium build, and I kind of want to spec out into some different stuff. But I think the bit that lets it down for me is that I don't feel like the weapon selection on medium is that great. I feel like medium should be able to borrow a little bit from heavy and light, maybe. Like maybe get an SMG and maybe an LMG. So if you do want to diversify a little bit in the medium build and kind of create your own a little bit more, then that could be done. But at the moment, like I said, not too much of an option there. If you want a fast firing kind of SMG, you've got to go light for that. Likewise, if you want any kind of heavy ordnance, you're going to have to go heavy. So at least it creates, like, you know, ideally you'd probably have one of each on each team. The medium, I'm liking it because of the healing and support kind of side of things, though. I guess ideally they're not meant to be kind of fighting too much there. I'm intrigued to try out the riot shield though and see what we can do there around like a heal build of riot shield and kind of protecting the team, and letting the other team kind of your other teammates kind of focus on the objective and the kills and being more of a support player. Maybe that's just my inner medic gameplay style, but yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this machine gun, and obviously the the sledgehammer is just super cool. Apparently it's pretty much, from what I've seen, I got conked on the head by one and it was pretty much one-shot kill. Like if you charge up the sledgehammer and whack, I think it killed me in one go. I think he must have got a headshot on me. So yeah, but let me know, what kind of class are you looking at? What's your kind of preference at the moment? Any weapons you really recommend, or play styles that you're really enjoying at the moment? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.